So to build my navigation, I'm going to make something that I want to navigate. So my 3 plates are still going to be my navigation. The cake's going to move, but I'm going to put a box up here, and I'm going to put different content into its timeline. So I made a box. Now I'm going to select it, turn it to a movie clip, and this is green box, export for ActionScript. And now that I've done that, I'm going to double click on it. And currently, it's green box, it's at frame 1. Now, if I wanted to say at frame 10, actually, I'm going to stretch this out and we'll have, let's see, 3 cakes 10, 20, 30. So we'll stretch out the green box to there. And now at frame 10, I'll insert a empty keyframe, grab my brush. Go to frame 20, empty keyframe. And go to frame 30. So here it is. There's my green box. We can see it as content on 10, 20, and 30. Now, doesn't show up yet on screen with any of that content. I run my movie and you'll see how it keeps cycling through. Well, one of the first things we can do with code is we can tell that green box, stop playing. So we can issue a command to it, give it an edict, because with code you are king. The box is merely your peon servant. So I'm going to call this green box. Notice lowercase g here for my instance name. Now if I go back into my code, whoops, this somehow turned an extra frame, don't need that. But if I go back into the code and look at this, what I can say is green box dot stop. So I'm telling the green box, don't play. I'm giving it a command. Remember, the green box is 30 frames long. And I just ran the movie and you got to see it play. I run the movie again. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. It's not going anywhere. It won't play its timeline, but I can still click on my plates and move the cake around. The sad part about this is it's really starting to make me want a piece of chocolate cake. So, oh well. All right, so we've moved it around. But what I can do is my function doesn't have to do one thing. My function can do more things. So I could say green box.go to and stop. Let's see, this is plate 3, so it will be 30. So I'm saying green box, go to and stop on frame 30. Now I don't want to have to retype that too many times. I'll paste it in now. Let's see, in plate 2 I want it to be 20 and 10. So if I run it, click, click, click. So we're now making that box on screen navigate to a specific frame. Instead of just having silly scribbled words there, that frame could be a whole series of detailed artwork, pictures, or words, or anything I want to put into it. So I really have a lot of latitude. Think about it. These plates are now buttons. That green box represents content for a web page. and I can now cycle through different pages of its content by clicking on those buttons. But unlike doing crappy buttons using HTML and CSS where you're limited in the forms, the shapes, and the look that they can be, I have plates. And yes, I'm changing my words, but oh wait, I'm moving the cake just for fun. The cake serving as the marker of which is the current active button. So if you're inventive and creative and visionary with what you want to do with this, you can create some rich, engaging content that demonstrates that you're good. And Flash can create some pretty amazing things. Yes, Flash can create stuff that looks just like a boring static blah HTML page with boxy shaped buttons and boring words. But our buttons can just as easily be pieces of cake and plates. Makes it a whole lot more interesting, a whole lot more engaging. And it's visually so much richer. And now if we only could have smells come out of our computer, we could have the nice smell of a fresh baked chocolate cake wafting over us at this moment. And it would be divine.